Hello and welcome to the Earth Day Assembly at the ERP. During this assembly, we want to talk about the importance of our Earth and about the small actions we can do to help. But first, let's start with the land acknowledgement.
From the Anishinaabe to the Haudenosaunee and the Métis, these treaty lands are steeped in rich Indigenous history and modern traditions. As a community, we have the responsibility to honor and respect the four directions: land, waters, plants, animals, and ancestors. Today, this area is home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. We acknowledge the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation of the Anishinaabe peoples on whose ancestral and treaty lands we teach, learn, and live.
Thank you to the people in the Art Club who have shared why they're grateful for the land we're living on. Now, let's take a look at a video a few students made about what is climate change.
This is our Earth.
We are lucky to have a temperature where all kinds of animals and humans can live happily and peacefully.
The Earth's climate has changed many times before, even before humans started walking the Earth. This is called natural climate change.
Natural climate change can be caused by the changes in the Earth's orbit, volcanic erupts,
and by changes in the sun's energy.
There's also something called the greenhouse effect. Some of the energy and heat radiated from the sun passes through the atmosphere. Many of these gases are then trapped in our atmosphere.
Greenhouse gases are important, but right now, Earth's average temperature has been increasing much more quickly than they would expect over the past 150 years. Rapid growth and massive amounts of greenhouse gases are causing the Earth's average temperature to rise massively.
This results in things such as melting ice caps,
more frequent and longer droughts,
coral reefs losing color and bleaching, and more flood. So what can we do?
As we can see from our video, climate change is when the Earth's climate gets warmer. If we pretend our Earth has a blanket over it, and the blanket, or atmosphere, gets thicker and thicker, our Earth gets hotter and hotter, and that puts a lot of people and animals in big risk. That's why today, on April 22nd each year, millions of people gather to stop things like climate change and deforestation. But hopefully we can carry these things that we learned today to our everyday lives. So let's look at a few ways we can help. Hello, we are the Social Justice Club and we'd like to share 10 simple ways you can do every day to live more eco-friendly.
Number 1, just be grateful for nature. Number 2, use reusable containers so that you can avoid waste.
Number 3, bike more and use less cars since cars emit gas into our atmosphere. Number 4, eat more vegetables and less meat. Meat is one of the biggest factors contributing to climate change.
Number 5, plant more trees and plants. Number 6, join peaceful protests to protest climate change and make a change.
Number 7, don't litter when you go outside. Keeping trash away from our environment is important. Number 8, use a reusable water bottle so that you don't need to throw the bottle away every time you drink water.
Number 9, always recycle properly and reuse things as much as you can. And number 10, learn more about nature and our Earth and spread your knowledge. Thank you for listening. We hope you can carry these things to your everyday lives, even after Earth Day. Thank you to the Social Justice Club for sharing that video. If we can all carry out these simple changes every day, together we can make big changes. Now let's take a look at another video a student made about poaching animals.
Hi, my name is Neil from F7A, and I'm here to show you a short presentation about poaching. To start off, what is poaching? Poaching is when someone illegally hunts, captures, and often kills wildlife on land that isn't theirs. These animals are usually sold or kept as trophies or pets. Elephants, tigers, and rhinos are among the most critically endangered species that have been targeted by powerful animal poaching rings across the world. How does poaching affect the environment? Poaching can have many effects on the environment and can lead to many animals being nearly extinct. With these animals endangered, it leaves ecosystems unbalanced. For example, when the North American gray wolf was on the brink of extinction, the elk population soared. With no predator, the elk almost ate the aspen tree to extinction. What can you do to help with this issue? Spread awareness. This is very easy and can be done in many ways, like through social media. You can also donate money to anti-poaching charities. For example, International Fund for Animal Welfare. An organization in Canada also helps with this issue, Big Life Foundation Canada. Big Life Canada is a sister charity to Big Life Foundation, with the same objectives: the protection and preservation of wildlife and wildlands in Kenya and Tanzania. Why do people poach? Many people poach for different reasons, although almost all of them are for personal gain. Here are some examples. Money. Most people poach solely for money. Wildlife trading and selling is a huge black market that has increased over the years. Keep in mind that many people poach due to not having enough money to support their needs. People also poach animals to use them as food, jewelry, or decor. The ivory tusks of the African elephants, for example, are carved into decorations. These are the sources I used. The end. I hope everyone learned something new from this presentation.
And here is a video I made about the Arctic. Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth. It has been frozen for more than 30 million years now. It is a place of beauty, and it's got glaciers and ocean shores, teeming with life. Each winter, the ice located in the Arctic almost doubles than the amount in spring, and during the spring it goes back to how it was before, and life returns to the shore. From penguins and polar bears to seals and walruses, there are tons of species that call the Arctic their home. Whales are found in all of our oceans, but many will come to the shores of the Arctic during the spring. Whales are brilliant animals with unique ways to communicate and live. Polar bears, known as the largest bear in the world and Antarctica's top predator, these are some of the most talented swimmers and interesting animals. Known to be expert swimmers and divers, penguins are a type of bird with flippers instead of wings. A large, flippered marine mammal, walruses are very unique animals with fascinating tusks. And seals, living along most coasts but majority in the Arctic, are a very diverse and beautiful animal. But all these animals in the Arctic depend on one thing: glaciers. Algae, the bottom of the food chain, rests below the ice sheets of the Arctic. But algae depends on the ice to keep them safe. The ice is like the soil, and the algae the crops. However, with global temperatures rising higher and higher each year, the winter season gets shorter and shorter. The Arctic then experiences an early spring, and the algae therefore are not protected. So you may be wondering, why should we care if the Arctic is so far away from us? Well, for starters, climate change is the main reason Arctic ice is melting faster than ever, and climate change affects us too. It causes extreme disasters more frequently, which we would not normally have. The Arctic also helps keep our Earth's climate in balance. Arctic sea ice acts as a huge reflector at the top of the planet, bouncing some of the sun's rays back into space. This helps keep the Earth at an even temperature. Despite all this, there is still time to make things right. If more of us start choosing to live sustainably and start reducing our individual carbon footprints, we can make a difference.
As we could see, poaching and melting ice caps have many effects, and there are many problems the Earth faces every day. But there are also many ways we can help. Now let's take a look at this video about saving water.
Let's save.
Water.
Water is essential to all forms of life.
That includes plants, animals, humans, and more.
Without water, we wouldn't be here.
In fact, we ourselves are made up of more than 60% water.
We need water for keeping clean and taking care of ourselves.
And for drinking water so we don't thirst.
Other animals also depend on water to drink.
And of course, there are tons of animals that live in bodies of water as well.
However, not everyone has the same rights to clean water like most of us may have.
Some people even have to walk long paths to find water.
Many animals aren't allowed to roam freely in the ocean without plastic everywhere.
And some people, even in Ontario, don't have access to clean tap water.
But water is something all animals, including humans, should have equal access to.
So what can we do?
Well, let's look at 5 ways we can help save water.
Number 1, don't throw waste in the toilet. Use a trash can.
2, take shorter showers.
Number 3, turn off the tap while brushing your teeth.
3 and 4, if you have a garden, you can collect rainwater in buckets to water the plants when you need to later. It won't harm the plants, and it saves water.
And number 5, only use the hose or sink when rinsing the car or dish, not cleaning it.
So, there you have it, 5 ways to help save water.
Remember that saving water keeps water pure and clean while protecting the environment.
And anyone can save water, including you.
We would now like to share some of the resources we love to continue our conversation about the Earth, even after Earth Day. Here are some of the books we love, some of the movies and shows we love, and the documentaries we love. Thanks for watching our Earth Day Assembly. We hope that after this you can start and continue to take better care for our Earth. Happy Earth Day!